Sweet promises given to all who believe. Behold, I come quickly, mine own to receive. Hold fast till I come, the danger is great. Sleep not as do others.
We move on to the message to the messenger of the church in Pergamum. We read chapter 2, verses 12 to 17. Historical setting. Pergamum means height. It was built in 12th century BC and it was located 40 miles northeast of Smyrna. It was the capital of the Roman province of Asia and had the right of sword, that is, having power over life and death. So, Pergamum was the capital town or capital city of Roman province of Asia. And these 7 cities that we have mentioned were all located in this province. And there were other cities that were also in the same province. And Pergamum was the capital. And when you read about this city, because it was a capital, the governor had power over life and death, meaning the governor could say, you die or you live. He had power over life and death, and that's why he had the right of sword. It was a center of learning and second to Alexandria in collection of books. It was in Pergamum that the writing material known as parchment, that is animal skin, was discovered and produced, and that later on replaced papyrus, a writing material that was produced in Egypt. And Pergamum was noted for building strong libraries and providing good education for its citizens and its visitors. It was known for introducing parchment as a writing material, as I've indicated. It boasted of temples dedicated to Zeus, Athena, Dionysus, and Asclepius, the serpent god. Asclepius' medical school trained the famous physician Galen and served as healing tourist site for the sick. If you wanted to look for a place to get healed, you had to go to Pergamum. Pergamum is known as the first city to support imperial court and dedicate a temple for empress worship. You can appreciate this was the seat of government in the Roman province of Asia. So you understand that imperial court had to be established and people had to be enjoined to worship or pay homage to the emperor. So they also have amphitheater, and this is a place where people gathered to observe things. You have a road, a fine road, and these structures are remains of ancient Pergamum. Today, when you go to Turkey, you find these fine places as archaeological sites. Now, this is a reconstruction of Pergamian city. You have Trajan Temple, Library, Athenian Temple, Altar of Zeus, Agora. Agora is market. Dionysus Temple, Greek god, and the theater also there. Let's look at the message to the messenger of the church in Pergamum. Jesus has two-edged sword of Asia and had the right of sword, signifying his control over every life. The governor, the proconsul of the Roman province of Asia, had the right of sword. And Jesus is saying, I rather have the right of sword, and I have two-edged sword. I am more powerful than the governor. That is how Jesus introduced himself to the church, so that they will not be afraid of the governor. The pagan religious environment and imperial worship pose a serious threat to Christianity, and that is a fact. Antipas was burned during the reign of Domitian because he resisted and he prevented other church members from paying homage to the image of Emperor Domitian. And so he was killed. The teaching of Balaam encouraged participation in pagan festivities such as eating foods offered to idols, drinking illicit sexual intercourse. According to the Old Testament, and Moses narrated it clearly, that when Balaam failed to prophesy against Israel, in other words, cursed them with his prophecy, later on advised Balak to introduce intermarriage between his people and the children of Israel. And once they become one, he could easily sway them from reaching their goal. In other words, getting to the promised land and settle, and they will not be a threat anymore to him. And so just make sure that they are enticed to your culture and your way of life and pagan lifestyle. And once they participate in your pagan festivities, eat food offered to idols, then their God will desert them. Then you can now, get them and then frustrate the plans that God had for them. So go ahead and do that. Just make them compromise their faith in God. And so this is what Jesus is speaking against by referring to Balaam in the Old Testament, that I have some people among you who are encouraging other members to participate in pagan festivities and saying that it's okay, just only one eating is okay. You just have to go and taste it and come back. And we are all brothers, we are all neighbors. And so such teaching, compromising teaching, is what Jesus is speaking against by using the teaching or a reference to Balaam's teaching in the Old Testament. The one who overcomes will eat hidden manna, a special food for the saint in the Messianic kingdom, not pagan foods. So Jesus used this imagery from Jewish apocalyptic thinking that when Israel was destroyed, the ark of God was taken and hidden somewhere in Mount Sinai, and that the manna that is in the ark will be preserved for only the faithful when the Messiah comes. So that was a thinking among the Jews. And Jesus using this imagery to assure the overcomer who resists food offered to idols and do not participate in pagan festivities, that once that person has overcome, he will let that person eat hidden manna, which means you participate in my banquet. Revelation chapter 19. Jesus will throw a fine party for all overcomers. And here, the hidden manna points to that banquet that Jesus will throw, or party that Jesus will throw when he comes for all the saints in heaven. And so that's a hidden manna, used here. It's a concept that is taken from the apocalyptic thinking of the Jews during the intertestamental period. And Jesus using this imagery to communicate how special the banquet he is going to organize for the saints will be like. And it's only those who are faithful, who overcome, can participate in this banquet, and which is symbolized here as hidden manna. The overcomer will be given a white stone with his name inscribed to be able to attend the party that serves manna. In Asia Minor setting, it is a common practice that after a race, the overcomer or the winner was given a white stone, and that person's name will be inscribed on the stone. And whenever there's a party organized by anyone, by the governor, by anyone, such a winner could attend any of such parties with the white stone with his name inscribed. And that will give the winner the permission and the privilege to be entertained as a special guest. So the same language is used here to indicate that those who overcome will be given a white stone so that they can participate in the last banquet, in the heavenly banquet that Jesus will organize for the saints. Revelation chapter 19, verses 7 to 9. It's only those who have the white stone and with their names inscribed. And this is a language that is used only. It doesn't mean that literally they are going to have, it doesn't mean that literally the overcomer will have a stone, literal stone. No, it's only to communicate that you will be welcomed in heaven.
Sweet promises given to all who believe. Behold, I come quickly, mine own to receive. Hold fast till I come, the danger is great. Sleep not as do I.